Hi, I'm Jimi Hendrix, and this episode is called Leadership Part 1 on Empower Your Pattern 2.0. Okay. I'm Jimi Hendrix, Success, Confidence, and Thrive Coach, and member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I believe there are patterns to help us receive more, to live a better and extraordinary life. Also believe there are spiritual and temporal tips to help you deal with life and make better your best. Okay. Apologies for the technical faux pas here. Now, first I have a housekeeping order here. Several days ago, I did a video in front of my church, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, my local congregation. And someone, don't know who you are. I mean, the views were popular, which I led. But I don't know who you are. You left this message. It says, this comment, it says, this video's cursed. Number one, it's something to be brave behind a keyboard. But everybody's got their insecurities, number one. Number two, I won't even dignify to respond to that. Because, and maybe a few years ago I would have, but no. Because I've seen how our culture is. Okay, because you see, I used to call it reactive culture. And that's still true. But it's now called it's now called distractive defiant culture. Because that's what it is. Because if they can't distract from principles and norms that make success patterns, they will defy what they don't like. It's kind of like, what a close friend of mine says, human beings have a problem with something that they don't understand. And what they don't understand in some ways in our society nowadays, they kill. Now, let's go on to a happier topic. Leadership. I love leadership, don't you guys? Good, because what we're going to do, I have the Noah Webster's Dictionary, and I looked that up. I look up terms in that first before resorting to more modern definitions. Unfortunately, leadership is not there, so we're going to look at what a leader is. One that leads or conducts a guide, a conductor. Now, I'm not sure to say one that guides or conducts as a chief and a commander, a captain, one that goes first, the chief of a party or a faction. Well, that. But I disagree in part with John Maxwell about, leadership is not necessarily equated with entrepreneurship. Yeah, we have a one-man shop where the man runs everything, fine. The entrepreneurs that want to stay small potatoes and say, I call the shots totally, and you guys are subservient to me. Okay, that does not make leadership. And I've said this for the past 3 years, and I'll continue to say it. That does not make a leader. Okay? And we're not going to sit there and clown around and fart around, and just not take this seriously. All right? Can you guys get that? Because you see, here's what's up. Here's what's up about leadership. Why is it a part to empower entrepreneurs? Because those of you who have subscribed to Pattern Realm and you want to be an entrepreneur, you don't want to do it just to get rich and lord over other people. You want to do it because you want to make a difference. Right? Like me, you want to make a difference. And you don't necessarily want to throw around and say, hey, I'm the leader and you're subservient to me. You do what I say, and no. That does not belong in Pattern Realm, okay? That is the destructive, defiant culture. And we don't want to play games with that, okay? Neither you nor I want to play games with that. We want to have the best that's in us. Can you understand that? And not far around. We want to be successful. We want to be successful. Now, to let you guys know, this is a two-parter deal with 2 episodes. They're going to be released on the same day. I'm recording this on the 2nd. And I'm going to be recording another one pretty soon. Both of these are going to be released on the 4th. Okay? Kind of give you guys kind of a whet appetite before we determine some other dates to podcast. Quite frankly, because I've been sitting around hunkering to do a podcast. But the last time I've done one for you guys would have to probably be the 28th. So now we're gonna talk about leadership. Leadership is important. Okay? I like the definition of leadership in Noah Webster's dictionary. But the difference is, and of course, Noah Webster, he made things self-explanatory, and that's okay. And unfortunately, what I learned from school is, you can't use a term to define itself. But I know in life that that's not necessarily true. Noah Webster, he said, one who leads. And John Maxwell, he says, one who leads but doesn't have any followers is just taking a walk. You know what I mean? If you want to be an entrepreneur of a large organization and empower people, if you're not leading in some ways, no. You see what I mean? You do not want to fall around with your own success as a leaderpreneur. Some may say, well, leaderpreneur is not a word. The century's young. As far as I'm concerned, it is. It is. Because I am unconventional, those of you who listen to my podcast, there are patterns to help you if you desire more and want to live a better and extraordinary life. I used to say extraordinary life by itself. But, with all the changes I was going through with COVID and the craziness, I was like, you know what? A better life. Just a better and extraordinary life. Sometimes in leadership and entrepreneurship, you evolve. All right. I'm going to give 2 examples of a good leader and a bad leader, okay? And I'll give you the ones I usually do in my speeches and whatever. Okay, we're going to start with the bad news first. There is this woman named Stephanie, and she inherited her software company from her husband. Okay, she starts there, she's nice and sweet and everything. Lady in the morning, everything is wonderful. But you give it about maybe 5 weeks. She starts sitting in her corner office. Don't want to talk to nobody unless she comes out to bark orders. What do you think's going to happen? Let me ask you this. What do you think's going to happen? Workers are going to complain. Customers, they see that, they're probably going to complain. So what do you think the board of her husband's company is eventually going to do? They are going to remove her as president and CEO of that company. Now, here's a hypothetical. Here's another one. This is Bill. He owns his own communications company. Okay? Yeah, he sits there in his corner office. But you know what else he does? He's down there in the trenches. Hey, how can I help you today? What's up? How's it going? He's communicating. He's down in the trenches. See, Stephen Covey says this. He says, the leader is not one who's just thumbing his nose down at the order truck. He's going to say, hey, come over here. Step over here. Let me take it to the next level. And that's even important in large-scale entrepreneurship, which is what I'm interested in. I want to start a coaching ministry, a coaching business, rather, that is going to hopefully someday turn into a coaching, a mastermind and coaching industry. See, here's the problem. When it comes to entrepreneurship and stuff nowadays, we like people that think big. And being well read as I am, I gotta say this, because I believe this with all my heart, okay? You have to think big to be an effective leader. Just think about it. Okay, let's say I'm thirsty. So I go and I decide, okay, hey, I'm just going to grab me a bottle of Dr. Pepper. No, a can of Diet Dr. Pepper, excuse me. So he's like, thanks a lot, Jimmy, this lost my thirst appetite. Well, just humor me here for the sake of this illustration. Now, Diet Dr. Pepper has got to have this big, explosive flavor. You open that sucker up. If it ain't fizzing rather, and bursting with flavor, how's it not big and bold? It's worth it. You got to think big. Okay? You got to think big and stop farting around. Now with that, I hope you enjoy listening to Empower Your Pattern 2.0. If you like what you hear, please subscribe, become a part of Pattern Realm. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, do what others don't so you can be what others won't. And do what others won't so you can step in and have what others can't. Choose active pursuit happiness. God bless you guys.